Hi everybody, so in this video I'll be talking about how to start your podcast, specifically talking about how to write the script for your podcast. I am sharing these videos because when I started my podcasting journey, there were very few people who guided me. So don't worry, I have your back. So when you're writing the script for your podcast, is it even important to write a script for your podcast, or you should just read from script? What should you do? I'll be covering everything in this particular video. So it's very important to write a script for your podcast. It's not necessary कि आपको पूरी स्क्रिप्ट को रीड करना है, बट यू कैन ऑलवेज हैव सर्टेन पॉइंटर्स ताकि आप कोई भी टॉपिक में उसे किसी चीज़ को मिस ना करो जब आप लोगों के साथ अपना व्यूज शेयर कर रहे हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ माई पॉडकास्ट इज ऑन सेल्फ लव, आई विल बी हैविंग मल्टीपल एपिसोड्स रिलेटेड टू सेल्फ लव. सो आज हम सीखेंगे इन दिस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो हाउ टू राइट अ स्क्रिप्ट फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर एपिसोड. जब भी आप स्क्रिप्ट लिख रहे हो, स्क्रिप्ट में 3 चीज़ें हमेशा कॉमन रहती है. दैट इज इंट्रो, मेन बॉडी एंड आउट्रो. So what is intro? Intro is the way you start your podcast. So for example, in my podcast, I say, "Hi, I'm Megha Bhatia. Welcome to my podcast, Self Love in 60 Seconds." So in the intro part, you can write your intro. You can practice it along while you're seeing this video. That आपको अपना name mention करना है, आपको अपने podcast का name mention करना है, and ensure करना जब आप rehearsals कर रहे हो, आपकी energy level is a little bit high. You should not speak like, "Hi, I'm Megha Bhatia and welcome to my podcast." So it's so important that when you're reading your script also, your energy level matters a lot. So pay heed to that too. Once you're done with the intro, you can mention your name, you can mention the name of the podcast, you can also mention which topic you will be covering in this particular episode. Like for example, in this particular episode, I'll be talking about self-love and positivity or self-love and NLP. So you can decide कि आप particular episode में कौन से topic को cover कर रहे हो. When we come to the main body part, it's very important जब आप एक content बना रहे हो, always keep in mind कि क्या ये content कोई value add कर रहा है listener को, या you are just talking. Even if you're talking, is it making sense to your listener? Is it gonna make an impact into their life? क्या उनकी लाइफ में कुछ बदलेगा आपके कंटेंट से? सो अपनी कंटेंट को हमेशा इस पर्सपेक्टिव से लिखो कि am I adding something new to the table? To write the body part, you can also read certain relevant articles ताकि it is backed by research. So I generally end up sharing a lot of content, but बहुत सारा कंटेंट मैं बहुत बुक्स पढ़ती हूँ या फिर ऑनलाइन आर्टिकल्स पढ़ती हूँ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, if I'm sharing about something related to NLP techniques, I'm gonna read few articles related to it. So it's very important आपका जो कंटेंट हो वो वेल रिसर्च्ड हो. देन कम्स द आउट्रो पार्ट, जो कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. मैंने बहुत बड़ी गलती करी थी कि व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू राइट माई आउट्रोज, I used to not even write my outros in the first 20 episodes of my podcast, but I realized how important is it to write an outro. It's this space where people can actually reach out to you. It's the space where people can give you feedbacks about your podcast. For example, Instagram mein, when you post a content, you can immediately receive a feedback, right? People start commenting on your photo, people start liking it. But podcast mein aisa nahi hota hai. There is no like button, there is no immediate comment button when we refer to podcasting platform या podcasting hosting platforms like Hubhopper. ऐसे फीचर्स अभी अवेलेबल नहीं है. सो आउट्रो इज द वे वेयर योर ऑडियंस कैन रीच आउट टू यू. सो व्हाट शुड बी मेंशन इन द आउट्रो? सो हियर आर कपल ऑफ थिंग्स. आपको सारी चीजें मेंशन नहीं करनी, बट यू कैन पिक अप थिंग्स दैट रेजोनेट विद यू. आई फील इन द आउट्रो पार्ट यू शुड ऑलवेज मेंशन अ कॉल टू एक्शन दैट वेयर पीपल कैन रीच आउट टू यू. यू कैन ऑल्सो गिव योर ईमेल ID, you can give your Instagram ID. I generally prefer to give my Instagram ID because I'm more accessible over there. You can mention that how was the feedback, what have you learned from the podcast. So you can ask your audience to share it with you on your Instagram account. इससे क्या होगा, आपकी audience आपको messages करेगी. You will have like a two-way conversation with your audience rather than just you talking on your podcast. And it is one of the most beautiful thing. I'm telling this because मेरे को बहुत सारे messages मिलते हैं अपने listeners से. So it's one of the beautiful thing. So when you're writing your outro, mention a call to action. Mention that, hey guys, see you in the next episode. You can tell the audience what is coming in the next episode. You can tell the audience, hey, don't forget to subscribe to my channel or hit the bell icon. Yes, podcasting में भी subscribe का option होता है. Podcasting में भी notification का options होता है. If you check Spotify, there are options like this available. So call to action बहुत important है. उसमें आप ये चीज़ें add कर सकते हो. You can also have a tagline that people remember. So मेरे podcast की tagline है कि don't forget to say to yourself, hey self, I love you. You can have a different tagline for your podcast so that जब लोग आपके podcast को सुन रहे हैं, and in the end when you're saying that tagline, they repeat it with you actually. So when you're writing a script, 3 things that we discussed this intro.